Cool. Hey, we're Bonny Light Horseman, and we're playing on WNXP.
1, 2, 3, 4. One fine morning, just after dawn, my love and I riding. You on the trees, sunny in the east, slipping in the sliding. Goodbye to California. Seems like we're home, New York. Seems good at times, any to believe in the land of plenty. The broken hearts and the crow in the yard, my love and I leave. Down the road to west, the hills ablaze, looking for years. Goodbye to the old country. Seems like you're hardly knew me. Seems good at times, any to believe in the land of plenty. Goodbye to the old country. Seems like you hardly knew me. Seems good at times, any to believe in the land of plenty. Goodbye to California. Seems like we hardly knew ya. Seems good at times, any to believe in the land of plenty.
We're gonna play a song called Jane Jane, and it's actually two traditional songs that got mashed up together.
Jane, Jane, my lordy love, I'm gonna buy 3 pretty little birds, one for to whistle, one for to sing, one for to do most any little thing.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
Hey, hey, my lordy lord,
Well, I'm gonna send thee 3 by 3, 3 for the Hebrew children, 2 for Paul and Silas, 1 for the itty bitty baby, born in Bethlehem.
hey, hey, my lordy lord, I'm gonna buy 3 hunting dogs, 1 for to kill, 1 for to shout, 1 for to talk to when I go out.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
Jane, Jane, my lordy lord,
Well, I'm gonna
One to plow my coat, one for the bread on Christmas morn.
Children, go where I send thee. How shall I send thee?
Hey, hey, my lordy love. Well, I'm gonna send thee 9 by 9, 9 for the 9 that dress so fine, 8 for the 8 that stood at the gate, 7 for the 7 that never got to heaven, 6 for the 6 that never got fixed, 5 for the 5 who stayed alive, 4 for the 4 who stood at the door, 3 for the Hebrew children, 2 for Paul and Silas, 1 for the itty bitty baby. Born in Bethlehem. Hey, hey, my lordy lord, I'm gonna buy 3 little bluebirds, 1 for the week, 1 for the morn, 1 for the bread when I am gone.
Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he did go. Broken hearted I wander, broken hearted I remain. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he was slain. And if I was some small bird, and if I had wings to fly, I would fly over the ocean where my own true love does lie. I would fly over the ocean and alight upon the plain where my Bonny light horseman, in the war he was slain. Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he did go. Broken hearted I wander, broken hearted I remain. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he was slain. And the white dove laments for her mate as she flies. Tell me where in this wide world is my own true love, she cries. And where in this wide world is there one you can compare with my Bonny light horseman who was slain in the war? Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he did go. Broken hearted I wander, broken hearted I remain. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he was slain. Oh, Napoleon Bonaparte, you're the cause of my woe. Since my Bonny light horseman, in the war he did go. Broken hearted I wander, broken hearted I since my Bonny light horseman in the war he was slain.
It's Celia here in the Sonic Cathedral, where we just got a new layer of sheen with this folk trio, and it was beautiful in this space for you all to sing those songs. Thank you. It's Bonny Light Horseman here at WNXP.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome. You're swinging through on tour with Bonny, and I can't wait to hear these songs in a bigger space. But what's that been like playing some of these old and new forthcoming songs that are softish in a big amphitheater sort of space? Is that a different vibe than playing club shows?
These songs are soft, but they're big too. Like they're sort of they're not quiet in a way. It's like I wouldn't even really say they're soft either. I think that they're gentle, but they fill the space.
It's been an awesome month. We're like right at the end of the trip, and the Bond band is like so beautiful and really kind, and yeah, it's been great to play the big stages, and we also got to like build in some stuff of our own. We opened for Bruce Hornsby last night. That was awesome too.
Legend stuff.
Yeah.
Casual. He's still doing it. Well, your new record comes out in October. I'm really excited to hear these songs because they're all originals, right? You do infuse a lot of classical, as you did, played some traditional tunes, and those sound wonderful. But tell me about writing the new record. I understand that happened mid-pandemic, that you had to get together and hash all this out. But what can you tell us about it?
I'm gonna feel that.
We don't know how to talk about it.
We're still figuring it out. I mean, there's the thing with the first record where we were kind of like looking around in old songs and trying to marry some of those stories and I guess and editorialize them at times and make them our own, like you do with folk songs, and there's an element of that with our new music as well. It doesn't feel all that far away from what we were doing with those old folk songs, if that makes any sense. The quote-unquote process feels pretty similar and collaborative. And
yeah, collaborative how, though? So say more about that, and this taking the songwriting lead or passing. I've read that, just the synchronicity you have, which is clear on stage and also when you hear the songs, but how do you share that load and make sure what comes to the fore features all three of you?
There's not one way that I don't think any single song was built the same way. So sometimes it's kind of like one person has an idea and then the other. Sometimes we like just kind of sit there and just mind meld and jam out and come with something. But I don't think there was no like sort of construction mandate on any one song. They all completely tumbled together in
sort of
different ways.
Kind of lean on the improv comedy mantra of yes and just kind of follow each other's, direction, pick it up. I don't know. What do you think?
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
yeah, that's an exercise here. Ping pong.
Team building.
Well, and all three of you have been prolific in doing other things of your own. This feels like a lot of concurrent timelines, music making wise and promotions wise. And does it feel way different post or end of pandemic, whatever we're calling this era right now, the whole apparatus, especially including the touring? You've all done this for a long time is my point. And so how is it feeling differently with this project and others that you're working on?
Mostly I just feel grateful that we're able to do it right now at all, after being at home and experiencing a lot of changes and for all of us. And it just feels kind of like home base to be doing this in some ways. Even with all the protocol and all the stuff you have to work around, it's like just to be able to do our thing feels like, worth like taking a second, just being thankful for it, but yeah.
Totally. I think a lot of people in music are pretty busy right now because everyone was home for so long, and then and everyone made records.
Yeah.
And this is just one of other records that we have worked on in the pandemic, and then suddenly it's like they're all coming out at the same time. Mm-hmm. But this band I think feels really different for all of us and than our other stuff, and it kind of was like something we were hungry for, each in different ways, and maybe like manifested as something that we needed. And like it's been really like a learning experience for me, and feels really healing and kind of awesome to be all in the sandbox with the stuff and not feel like there's a front person. It really feels like to go on stage and just kind of collectively try to like channel the thing or chase down the thing together. It's awesome.
It's beautiful. I remember like early on, since we started this station in the pandemic, talking to artists, hey, what are you listening to? And your self-titled record came up a lot. So to be an artist's favorite, a fellow artist's favorite, I'm sure that feels good. Well, who are you digging on right now? Are there any records that have come out recently that you are either drawing inspiration from or just can escape to when you're not doing this thing?
Like the new Flock of Dimes record a lot. Listen to that over the
Oh my God.
pandemic a lot.
Yeah, I went deep with that in the pandemic.
And you've been touring with her too, right?
Yeah.
Jen? Yeah.
Yeah. What else are we listening to? I've been pretty obsessed with this songwriter, Leif Vollebeck from Montreal, like his last couple albums. I listen to that a lot. And also, I guess in that same world, A Flock of Dimes, like Sylvanesso. Listen to that a lot.
Love it. Eric's like, I don't listen to music.
I kind of don't. I'm so glad these guys are here to talk about things.
Me make music, no listen to music.
It does take over though. I think when you're making a lot of music, like I make a lot of records, you know, outside of this band, but with other folks, and it does take a lot of intense listening to occupy that space, you know.
Right. To listen for pleasures, a separate part of your brain than working on music.
Yeah, I mean, it's pleasurable to listen for things that you can adjust as well, but different type of listening.
I also always seize up when I get that question too, because I'm like, what should I say? Who should I? Yeah. Who do I shout out?
Who gets the shout? Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot.
Well, we listen to a lot of old music too.
We do listen to a lot of older music.
That's probably most of what we listen to is old music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, credit where credit's due for the inspirations that have come way before us, right? Yeah. Well, thanks for inspiring us with these songs in this space. It's an emotional experience to hear those close harmonies and the delicate guitars, but like you said, it's not a soft song. It's a big sound, but it filled up the space for sure, and looking forward to seeing you on tour and then playing all these new songs off your new record as they drip and we get the whole thing in October. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
a
us.
lot.